Ladies and gentlemen, Tattoo Advance here, and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. Now today we are taking a look at the Aurora LN. Now this is the legendary ship out of all the Aurora series. This is classed as the fighter, let's just say. Now I did actually make a video around about a year ago on the MR, but as we're getting closer now to the launch of Star Citizen in the next year or so, this is going to be more relevant, because if you want to pledge a small amount of money, then this is a fantastic ship to go for. I would say that as a starter ship, as a very entry level, this is the perfect one to pick. Now I'll go through some of the reasons why I believe that. Well, first of all, it's got the sleeping department. You need to actually save in Star Citizen, you need to be able to sleep. So if you go into deep space, you've got that sleeping compartment where you can go to sleep, come back in and pick up where you left off. That's the idea of the physical sleeping department. So it has that, so there's one tick box ticked there. It has the side docking doors. Now this has got, this can actually dock on anything between class 1 and class 3 docking doors, Constellation being one of them. So that's a definite plus on that one, so fantastic. Now it's just the sheer versatility of the actual ship. Let me just show you a couple of things first of all before we look around in a little bit of detail. Now, on the rear section here, you have this like little coupling pin here. And basically what this is for picking up, I think in the first stage it's probably going to be cargo containers, like a container, which are hooking here like this. You can imagine it runs in here now, and these little runners for standee, you see what I mean? So it just fits in here. So carrying cargo, 16 freight units, not a problem. So you can do haulage, you can do exploration, you can do pretty much everything in this ship, and that's why I think that so far in Star Citizen it's definitely the better starter ship, because it just can do everything. There's only one reason why you might say, oh, that's maybe not the best starter ship, and that is if you've already got a defined role on what you actually want to do in the game. So if you're coming into the game and you want to be a racer, clearly buy a racer starter ship. But if you're coming into the game and you're thinking, look, not really sure what I want to do, or not necessarily not sure, you don't know what you're going to like doing, maybe you won't like doing haulage runs, maybe you think that it's going to be very time consuming, and maybe you don't want to do fight but you're not sure. With this ship, not a problem, because you can instantly change right at the start, and that's why it's a fantastic ship. So let's take a look around and see what you actually get. I mean, now this is obviously the legendary one, so this has actually got 2 extra hard points. I haven't actually got the weapons on there at the moment. Got the bottom weapons on. There's actually some wing mounted ones as well that go on the wings, but I haven't bolted them on. You've got the top missile racks. Now this one's classed as the military craft. Maneuverability is not fantastic, but overall, huge loadout for such a small ship. And on the basis that you can quite easily swap around that to something else. So let's have a look around, see what we got. Viewing angles are pretty good at the front. You do have them bars running around, but at least your cockpit is right sitting far forward there. Now, due to the size of the ship as well, obviously you can have a low energy signature, and you can quite easily disable the weapons to reduce that even further. You've obviously got 2 docking collar doors and entry doors on both sides. We'll take a look inside in a minute. Let's have a look, see what else we've got. Huge guns on the bottom there. Tinted sort of silver glass, it looks like, doesn't it? Slightly tinted silver. That should hopefully help with sun glare, which we do get in some of the other ships at the moment, particularly the some of the smaller fighters. I'm sure that'll probably be sorted out later on in a few patches. Got obviously these wings here. There's actually, I don't know if you can actually see them under here. These little doors here. See these things? Now obviously this can do planetary side landing as well. And these things, the same thing that the Constellation has. I can actually, can't really see them there. You can see them here. These little doors open. There's like little fans in there, so it can actually do planetary side landing. Nice set of skids there, or landing legs, whatever you want to call them. Like the colour scheme as well. It looks quite nice. The material on this ship does look really nice, I must admit. I like the silver sort of look. Looks very nice. Don't know about the sort of the yellowy sort of colour, but all this is going to be configurable in game, so you're going to be able to change the colour anyway. Thruster on the rear there. Now with this thruster, they're supposed to be very good with fuel economy as well, so if you're doing long runs, well, fantastic. This is going to be very good at doing long runs and using minimal fuel as well. Little tags there on the wings there, aren't there? Once again, we've got this sort of loading area on the rear. Further on down the line, I've got no doubt in Star Citizen, this might be a cargo container today, but there's nothing stopping you picking up other stuff as well. You might better pick up a liquid container. I can't see why not. As long as it weighs the same, can't you can transfer maybe a small amount of fuel or a small amount of liquid foods or oils or... You know, so it's going to be very versatile in what you can actually do. Let's have a look around this side, see what else we got. The intricate design up there does look absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Very nice. See, we've got a bit of rust here by the looks of it. Does look like that, doesn't it? There's got to be a rust on that. Does we have rust on the other leg, or am I going mad? No, we did. Nice aged look there. See if we can get under here a little bit. We can't get quite under there. Let's go and have a look inside now. Now you can actually enter from both sides. At the moment you can't actually shut the door. I'm assuming you shut the door from the cockpit maybe. So we're going to look at the animation. It's going to... Very nice. We can actually do that again. We can do it around the other side so you can have a look. Now I'm assuming what's going to happen is when you actually dock on another ship, if you actually go and go and have a look at one of my older videos on the Constellation, you'll notice that the docking collar is the best way I can. It's double layered, so there's a ring and a ring. So what I imagine is going to happen is the docking collar on the Constellation is going to extend out and then meet this door. If that makes sense. So you just see there, single sort of collar there. We can jump inside. It's such a small ship. There's quite a lot going on in here. So this is just a gangway, really. Not really much to say about this, really. A few stickers around the place, nice handles there. A few little bugs in here I've noticed earlier. Not much up the roof there. What are these things here? Not sure what that is. We'll have a look at that in a second. Alright, let's see if we can get around the front now. I've looked at this seat. The seat looks so... The intricate design on the seat does look amazing, doesn't it? Must have took hours doing that. Some sort of canister there. I don't know. I'm not quite sure if this has got an ejector seat or not, actually, to be fair. The seat does look pretty big, to be fair, to not have an ejector seat. Maybe it does. We'll have to... did have a quick skim over the brochure and I couldn't see anything there. Now, to get in, this is a bit of an odd one. The first thing when I stood here, I thought, right, okay, I'm going to come in here and the chair's going to turn around. Oh no, hang on a minute. It's a bit funny every now and again. But while we're here, some of these buttons, you've got some switches and buttons all down the side there, and you've got some over here. Why is that relevant? Because I don't know if you know, guys, in one of the, well, I say the latest videos, probably about 5 or 6 videos back, when they talked about the HUDs and displays, the Star Citizen are very keen to make the experience very immersive. So when you're in the ship, and you go to turn something on, your character will go and flick the switches and you go and press the buttons. You know, so it won't be just like arm your weapons and then you're just sitting still and nothing happens. He will actually do it on the control pad. So that is going to be really cool. So looking forward to see some of them animations. Let's see if we can get around here. Right, here we go. He actually slides around the side. Interesting, eh? It's going to go into the Arena Commander thing here. The HUDs have actually all been linked in on this one as well. We can't see it in here, but I'm going to make a flight test one of this later on. So we'll look around. Them switches look amazing, don't they? Pretty cool. See your sticks there. Another control. They are the same. Yeah, they are the same. All these little HUDs now line up. Sorry. All these HUDs now light up. We'll see that. I'm going to do the flight test. Maybe this week, maybe next week, see how we get on. Oh, look, you can see the little... RSI sign there and 7408 RSI. Really nice. Nice chair as well. So for long distance can be nice and comfy. Right, I think I've got to exit that now. And when you're in this mode you can't just get out. I wonder if I can insert while I'm here. Presses a few buttons like I said earlier. This is probably the primitive state of that element, if you know what I mean. Once they go into more detail it's going to look really cool. I don't know, before we go in the hatch, let's see if I can go into insert mode and see if we can a quick look outside. See what other views we can get. Oh, I've got my hair's gone brown. Looks pretty good. Yeah, not too keen on the orangey sort of missiles there. So let's take a look inside this sleeping compartment. Now, once you get in, it's a bit odd. You can't actually move, so hang on a minute. Here we go. Now, I think the door closes, guys. There's a door down the bottom now. I can't move my head. I've tried pressing a few keys to try and move my head. Can't move your head, though. It does move a bit. Let's try doing insert now. No, you can't really. Shame, because I think the door down the bottom has closed. If you listen when I press F now, I think the door opens. There we go. I think that was the door opening. Now, one of the other things I thought about with this, guys, and although it says it's a single, single-seater, you could use this as a taxi. If you think about it, you could, because obviously if you're the pilot, this is going to be quite funny in Star Citizen, you can imagine it. I don't know how it's going to work. If people stand in here, if you get 3 people standing in here and someone in the bed, can you actually do that? I'm not quite sure, but you could definitely use this as a taxi, couldn't you? I mean, you could say to someone, look, you go and have a lie down, I'll drop you off there and I'll let you know when it's there. Or maybe someone's going to pick up a new ship or something like that. So this ship has just got so many, it's just got so much going for it. If you're coming in at that level and you're not sure what you want to do in the game, not necessarily this Aurora, but one of the other ones, you could pick this one. It's just a fantastic starting point. You can't go wrong either way, because no matter what you want to do, you can do it with this ship. And, fantastic ship. And there's not many ships like that, which are the starter ships at the moment. And this is definitely the most versatile ship out of all of them. And it does look pretty cool as well. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Also, don't forget to check out my Facebook page as well, guys. I post loads of sort of images that, off the forums and all new stuff. So if you get a sec, go and take a look. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching today. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.